In this month's Stay Crafty kit, you'll receive a craft covered journal, a metal awl, and it may have this protective rubber tip at the end that you need to remove before using, a 2-inch large eye blunt needle, yellow embroidery thread, randomly selected washi tape, and the sun template that you'll be punching into the cover of your journal. You will also need something to protect the surface that you're working on for this project when it comes time to punch the journal cover. So something like corrugated cardboard might work really well, or if you have a thick felt mat at home or a cutting mat, again, just something that will protect the surface here as you're punching. You will also need some tape, and you may opt to use some glue stick for a particular step of this craft. Begin by opening your journal and laying the cover flat against whatever material it is that you've decided to use to protect your working surface. So lay the cover flat, and then you're going to take the sun template and you're going to line it up with the spine of your journal so that the sun is coming out that direction from the spine. Then you're going to take your metal awl, and don't forget you may need to remove the little protective rubber tip from there before you use it. And then you're just going to punch through all of the dots that you see in the template here, all along the sun and then the rays. Now go ahead and just ignore these straight lines here for now. Those are to help you later when it's time to embroider the journal cover. But for where all of these dots are, you're going to push through the template and the journal cover into whatever material it is that you have underneath. Once you've finished punching out the design on your journal cover, go ahead and measure out about 2 yards of your yellow embroidery thread and thread your needle. This is also where you're going to absolutely need this part of your written instructions because it's a stitching pattern. It'll show you where to begin, which direction to go, all the way around, and then eventually where you're going to finish. So that, coupled with some of the step-by-steps, will get you through this project pretty easily. Now, if you did not pick up a physical Stay Crafty kit from the library, but you're wanting to do this project on your own at home, go ahead and look down in the description to this video, and there should be a link to these same directions so that you can do this on your own at home. So we're going to begin by bringing our needle and thread up through this hole in the template. And again, it will show you that on your stitching pattern. So I'm going to bring it through, and I'm going to bring all of the thread through, leaving a little tail at the end. And this is how we're going to begin this project. So I'm going to leave a little tail at the end, and that's where the tape is going to come in. I get a piece of tape and just tape that tail down so that you can proceed with your stitching. So I'm going to go ahead and proceed with the stitching with the rays, and I'll show that in the video. I'll probably speed it up just a little bit, but again, follow along with your stitching pattern and we'll get through the rays, and then I'll stop and we'll talk a little bit about how you do the inner sun part. Okay, so I've done the rays of the sun, and now we're about to do the inner line of the sun. And this, it's a little clunky when it gets started, but once we do get it started, we're basically just going to be doing a back stitch all the way around. And you might see, hopefully you'll see on your stitching pattern, I've numbered the little holes along the inside of the sun to hopefully make it easier for you to understand in the directions where it is that you need to go. Starting with number 1 on the bottom, here's number 2, and number 2, we finish the last ray of the sun by going down into hole number 2. And what you're going to do now to start the inner line of the sun is you're going to come up through that hole number 1. So up from behind there. You're going to go down again into hole number 2. Now you're going to come up through hole number 3. So here's 1, 2, 3. We're going to come up through hole number 3. Believe it or not, we're going to go down into hole number 2 one more time. And then now we should just be able to do a basic back stitch. So that will mean you're going to come up through hole number 4. And down into hole number 3. Up through the next hole, which is hole number 5. And then back through hole number 4, down through hole number 4. And hopefully this should make sense now. You just come up through the next and then back, because we're making basically more or less a solid line with our back stitch. So I'm about to finish the project. I'm just going to come up through that last hole and then down into the one above it. You're probably going to have plenty of the thread left, so just go ahead and trim it, leaving a short little tail that you'll then take a piece of tape and tape that down. Here is when you might, if you want to, go ahead and use your glue stick to spread all over that first page in your journal. And then what you can do if you want to hide all of this thread in the back is go ahead and just press and hold that page down to cover the thread, the backing of this embroidery project. What's great about this project is that it's pretty forgiving. If you feel like you've made a mistake with a stitching pattern, you can just pass your needle back through and bring the thread back through and try again. Or if you need to scrap that thread altogether, you've got plenty of the yellow embroidery thread left. Now you've also got a randomly selected skinny roll of washi tape here. If you want, you can use that to add a border to your journal cover, front and back if you want. You can use it on your pages of your journal, either to separate entries that you've written or adding a border here as well. This just might be a fun way just to add a little bit more embellishment to your embroidered journal cover. As always, we love seeing your finished crafts. If you post online, please tag us. We are at Fremont Lib on TikTok and Instagram and at Fremont Library on Facebook.